Well, you know what, the Troll's going to be in the middle, the Axe is out, he's going to miss every hit, and suddenly there's a Pangolier on top of him bouncing around with the Rolling Thunder.
Changing the formula a little bit here. They're looking for a smoke first blood.
See if the three of them that can do it. Yang is going to get moved upon as that rune comes out. As here we go, the lead in. Yang actually, oh, he's going to go over and grab the one from VP's half of the map. As Vici Gaming
they're still waiting.
Two down bottom. They're actually going to get 3 at the 4 bounty runes. They should get the first blood though. Yang gets a bit of a surprise on the return to his half of the map. Roger, Ramses and Solo there waiting for him. So Vici Gaming, they may get 3 at the 4 bounty runes, but VP will claim first blood.
I like those type of plays when you're seeing these games are looking, you know, you're playing versus the same team. It's best of 5. You have to start changing things up a little bit. This is a completely different draft we have coming out here and a completely different opener the way they play.
Paparazzi, we've seen him sort of in both of the games get a pretty good start to them. Is this going to be another? This TerraBlade down bottom shouldn't have any issues in the lane, or?
They're securing him with 3 heroes, so he should be able to do just fine. And they're going to have to make the rotation down with Roger to put pressure out, but they're just going to keep 3 heroes down here and just secure Paparazzi.
I mean, this seems there's a common theme of the day that they always secure Paparazzi's lane with 3 heroes no matter what. And VP is really struggling against that.
See Roger. Let's give Fade a little bit of a rundown attempt with the Iron Shell, but Fade's got the movement to get away. Paparazzi, of course, first few waves going to be secured with the Metamorphosis. DY and Fade are on the hunt for Basher in the tree line. See if they'll be able to trap him down. Look at the body blocks, Fade. He's got the only got the shock, of course, here, level 1. Those right clicks still hurting. In fact, getting in range with the reflection. That will get the slow required to get the kill.
It's actually nice that they have the thirst too. They get that little bit of extra vision as soon as he hides inside the trees.
Feels like the replay of the last game's Pasha dying 3 times. just wait for the next kill.
Look at what Roger is right now, actually, he's trying to fix the lane, catching 2 creep waves.
He's stacking up the waves for him. The danger of this part is, like, if they actually start pressuring bottom on this wave and they can't really get the creeps, they might just lose their towers on bottom lane.
Roger might just die here.
He certainly is. But the Mango pop, magic missile out, Roger's gone.
I mean, these supports on the side of Vici in this early game, they know exactly where they want to be, and they always are putting the pressure on it. All 3 games so far in this series.
There is what with those sort of those 3 sort of waves of creeps in the bottom lane stacking up. There's going to be a big push coming into that bottom tower. So surely, you know, VP, they want to get someone down here to farm this up. This is going to be a huge amount of creeps on the bottom lane coming in.
Yeah.
They might even rotate another support there just to secure these creeps.
This is a lot of potential farming experience that's going to be coming down on that bottom lane.
Looks like they're trying to actually pull and make sure that that creep does not actually hit the tower. They're doing one of the connect pulls, so they'll be able to farm that on the Shadow Shaman pretty nicely for Fade. A lot of experience for him. Roger's going to try to interrupt it.
DY, he is there again. Another magic missile out. Roger, he's got a stun. Will be able to line up on the boot 2 of them. So does manage to get away. But still, the creep control being maintained by Vici, even though there was that huge stack up at the waves. DY able to deny a fair bit. In fact, the Aethershock, Fade's able to kill off Roger. Roger hangs around on very low HP and will die to that level 1 Aethershock.
I mean, this is literally the story of the series. These two.
The classic Pasha Roger, dual lane, off lane. Oh boy.
Ori, as we kind of expected, doing very well in mid lane. Extra denies over Noah, and I mean, we see Paparazzi is leading the charge, just getting full free farm, even the full free denies too, under the tower. 25-16 already on TerraBlade.
Yeah, this, as you say, this Bloodseeker start is going to be brilliant. He's going to hit the level 6 very early on this game. And yeah, at that point, well, you had to be very careful how you stick around in the lane as no one. As Ori definitely has kill potential on his own.
Yeah, and you have to expect the rotations. I mean, they've done it so many of their games. We're going to have that 5-minute mark hit, and we're probably going to see the 2 supports move. They're actually moving a little bit earlier even.
Fade, he's going to try for the setup. They've got the blood right down. Stun from Roger comes out, won't cancel the shackles, but doesn't matter as they don't have to follow up to control no one. No one's able to get away. Back down bottom, Pasha taking a lot of damage here from the Metamorphosis. In fact, he's going to end up dying. Another kill on the bottom lane. Paparazzi, it continues to get set up into these situations where he gets beautiful starts to the games.
No one's definitely like, what the hell is Brewmaster doing here?
Making a drive-by.
So the one good thing for VP is that this Brewmaster is getting completely shut down. He's level 3, and they are having that full free farm on the Troll Warlord, but yeah, those other 2 lanes are not going the best for them.
Now down bottom,
There's
Roger.
Roger.
Another death on his Nyx Assassin. 3 times in 4 minutes. He's on about the same pace as that Game 1 Shaman performance. He's got to slow it down. There's a 2k lead at this 5-minute mark coming in. We'll see if Vici Gaming can take the majority of the runes.
He's got arcane boots already on Shadow Shaman because of all these kills. Starting with boots, you get those picked up really early on. That's fantastic because now their duo support, they can actually run around and make plays constantly, not having to worry about being low on mana.
See top Ramses over the dive onto Yang. TP will be coming in. That's already going to get the kill. Ramses gets Yang. See if DY can do anything to turn around. Fade TP's forward. He has got the mana for the shackles. We'll look back towards Solo's disruptor. The shackles allowing DY to punch into him. Ramses still trying to go in underneath the tower to try and help out Solo. Solo will cut his way through the trees. Another TP coming back into this lane. It's not even needed to kill off the disruptor as DY and Fade finish off the job.
And this support play. Over and over again by Vici, just knowing where to be. They're even going to shrine up with the 2 supports to continue this aggression, to continue the moves that they can keep making. And now they know, like, Paparazzi's not under any pressure. He's already level 6 on Terrorblade.
Yeah, it's a 5-minute timing again. Let's see if the supports make their way on the mid tower again.
Does look like they are starting to make that move over already. Just actually going to stack Ancients at the same time, too, just trying to be as efficient as possible with their move.
Paparazzi certainly have to be a little careful with the 3 heroes down here from VP looking to try and catch him out. DY and Faye continue the wraparound on mid. They may catch wind of no one coming back to the lane as he returns from the shrine. They'll see him with the vision, see if they can have enough lockdown to kill him. No one's going to be able to avoid it though. Keeps the distance, goes towards the neutral camp. He's not going to return to the lane. Bottom lane, Paparazzi in trouble. They're diving in upon him. He's going to turn with a reflection, does have TP backup. This is going to be a good blood right in front of the Thunder. Paparazzi just turns it around. Ori's in, sets up for the double kill. Ori's reaction easily done. TP's in, blood bright's out. VP, they can't dive into that. And look who's dying. It's Pasha and Roger once again.
And they don't have burst damage, especially between those 2 heroes. I mean, most of their heroes actually don't have burst damage, and yep, he just saves the skill point for the Thunder. Turns. Looks easy for Vici right now.
I feel like VP is also making this very easy for them. It doesn't even feel like they're putting any effort in getting these kills.
Now Ramses will be able to dive in and get an easy kill on Yang as Yang hangs around on very low HP. Both safe laners having a very good start, but definitely Paparazzi on another level. 55 last hits, 36 denies. The kills are being handed to him in that safe lane. Sure, he's not getting the final touch, but he's already involved in 4 of the takedowns that Vici Gaming have had this game 7 minutes in.
I mean, even Ori's having the absolute freest time in that mid lane as we kind of expected versus. He's got Treads double Wraith Band going for that drum, just early aggression, already has max thirst as well. And it's a Bloodseeker versus a Disruptor. The thing that Disruptor, we talk about it so much, you hate being ran at.
Here's the mid lane wraparound potential. As they're coming in from the side, Fade trying to find the shackles. The blood rise down. He'll get the vision for the Hex. The kinetic field will hold Ori out for a little bit of time, but not long enough as he'll now move in. Solo has got the stick, but now turns. Is he going to get it back in time? Ooh, the glimpse will rip that Bloodseeker away from Solo just before he falls. No one's going to TP into the mid lane, but Paparazzi's here. No one has now 6. He does have the Rolling Thunder. But Paparazzi with his Metamorphosis, he's able to get a lot of damage done onto this tier 1 tower. Yang comes in with the wraparound. He's level 6 as well. Has got the Primal Split if he feels it's needed. There's the Rolling Thunder interruption.
Yeah,
He's bleeding out as no one will try to swashbuckle away, but the right click from Paparazzi follows him up. As you can see, no one getting very vocal there on the camera. He is not going to be happy at all with the start of this one. 10-4, 2k lead. And Vici Gaming playing these timings perfectly. This early movement of the Terrorblade to this middle lane is surely going to secure them this tier 1 at a very good time once again.
And they even have this Brewmaster with level 6 at an early time. Even though he got pressured on that top lane, he got good experience. Look at Pasha. Pasha's level 4.
These dives. Ramses and Pasha, they're diving for DY. TPs are coming in short. They'll get DY, but Fade and Ori are here. Fade and Ori can certainly look to try and get at least one of these, you'd imagine. There's a Primal Split as well from Yang. They're probably going to get both of them. The shackles are out onto Ramses. They'll turn their attention towards the Darks here as well. Pasha trying to get away, but he's set up in the air, brought back down. Diving unnecessarily on that bottom tower will cost them 2 lives as Ori's getting this kill after kill after kill. VP making some serious errors here in this laning stage.
They're griefing for sure. I mean, how do you explain this move? It's the super weird move. Why is the troll not just hitting these ancient creeps?
I mean,
But I feel like because his team is so down, like this bottom lane went disastrous once again for VP, so the troll feels obligated to actually make something happen for his team. Like Pango is not having a good game, he's the only one having a good game, so he feels like he needs to be part of these little engagements.
I mean, but yeah, Paparazzi's just like, whatever, I'm not even there anymore.
Yeah.
They're not even putting the attention now onto the Terrorblade. They have so many other things that they have to deal with now.
I mean, that is the dream as a Terrorblade player. If you get a free lane and you can just transition into jungle, because you don't really want to be on the lanes anymore. You just send some illusions there, they farm for you, and you farm the safe spots on the jungle at the same time.
Are they going to get all 4 bounty runes as well on Vici? Oh my god.
You have that rune control. As they'll get every single one of the bounties. 5k lead now at 10 minutes in for Vici Gaming. Paparazzi and Ori comfortably at the top of the net worth. This drums now into the BKB that Ori's going to look to build towards, playing perfectly to this lead that they have. Once he has the BKB and the Bloodseeker, there's very little, or if anything, that can be done to hold him back. He'll just run down the supports, kill them every single fight.
They need to try to make moves with their 2 level 6s, you know, the Pango ulti as well as that Disruptor, but they use a smoke and it's actually under vision of Vici. So at least clear out this triple stack camp up there with that Ion Shell.
And this troll, you know, the Battle Fury troll, I feel like that is just, it's not had success on this main stage. Troll has had a very, you know, lots of rough games. We'll see if Ramses can be that player that makes the magic work, but with the start of a game like this, it's looking pretty grim. Mid lane, they'll get the drag back with the glimpse onto Fades, dropping the Static Storm as well for this one. Rolling Thunder, everything in to get that kill, but now Ori, he's ready to turn. The road to the blood right, no one's trying to TP out. They got the damage done, they have, and he will escape. He's able to TP back to base. Ori will now turn his attention towards Solo, running down the Disruptor. See if anyone wants to come in and try and help out Solo. Pasha's there on the high ground. Does he have any sort of surge to offer? Kinetic Field will hold them back, and Solo will manage to get back up towards the shrine. But no one very, very lucky to get away. They get that kill, but it's still, you're committing a Static Storm and a Rolling Thunder just for a support kill.
And Paparazzi's able to just freely push this tower now. He knows Rolling Thunder's down. He knows Static Storm is down too. Feeling much safer as Roger, he is Ion Shelled up.
Let's see if he can make the burn down a hero while Invis play.
He's going to have to stand by the side of Ori for quite some time with the early stats that Ori has. As he's still a bit hesitant on showing that he's there, as he knows that there's backup around. No detection though, of course, on DY. So Roger will be fine to stay under the cover of Vendetta, back towards the Ancients. Paparazzi.
Blood raged up as well, so full sustain, he's going to kill it at that increased pace too. And this is very problematic for VP. What's your opinions on that Battle Fury troll, by the way?
Battle Fury troll, I feel it's necessary for this hero to actually scale into the game. I feel like if you go like Sandra and Yasha Diffu route, we've seen it a lot on like mid trolls, but they're more like a position 2 in that way. If he has to be the position 1, he needs this Battle Fury to scale into the game properly. Obviously, he's pretty good against Brewmaster, the Brewlings, so you can actually just kill them when he ultis, and the illusions of Terribly.
VP, they will try for the smoke.
They have to be very active with their 3 heroes. If they, you know, because they are going for that Battle Fury troll, they have to try to make space for Ramses, and Ramses is under vision here.
This will be the big catch, but Ramses is really trying to back away. Ori finds the vision for the rupture. Ramses is going to be careful, gets himself away. The blood right, actually committing with the altars. Will try and turn with the battle chance. TP's come in. No one goes forward with the Rolling Thunder, but Yang, he's already got the primal split off. Ramses will die. See if they can find more. They roll back and do manage to crush the Shadow Shaman with that Thunder, but VP, they'll surely lose more as Roger gets swapped back. Magic Missile holds him in place. Roger, he's in a lot of trouble. The blood right's down upon no one, and Pasha bursted down low. That's going to be the Darkseer going down. The Static Storm is there on top of Ori. Ori trying to heal himself back up with the Sunder. Paparazzi keeps Ori alive, so Ori can continue to try and chase for more. Another blood right down, and we'll be out of harm's way as Solo can glimpse Ori back. So Solo will get out of there. As Vici Gaming getting into the jungle of VP, still coming out on top of these fights.
That was such a heads-up play there. Communication on point right now from Vici, the way that they're playing these fights. And yeah, Pasha just still... And Pasha and Roger are still struggling so much in this game to be able to get anything off. 3,100 net worth on this Darkseer.
More Ancients for Paparazzi to feast on. This Terrorblade.
Sub 14-minute Manta style on TV.
Yeah.
You rarely see that nowadays.
I mean, he's going to hit the 10k net worth pretty much like at like the 16-minute mark. It's like, you usually see that around like 20 minutes at, you know, 500 GPM-ish.
That is insane.
Yeah. Because right now, what, he's sitting at like 600 something GPM.
What do you think about this decision here? As it indeed has been pointed out, the fact that there's no points in the lucky shot. I guess he's just not feeling very lucky. I mean, it's the only excuse, right? I mean, we never see. You always have at least one in there, right?
I mean, there's not that much like utility in this game for the lucky shot. Usually, you want to take it for the early silence against like heroes like Puck, so they can't face it away, and you have some killing chance. But this is more like a farming build on the mid lane because you use your splash buckle and then you use your W and just the wave dice, so you get your gold up fast.
Bounty runes. VP will at least be able to get 2 of them this time. As Ramses is slowly approaching that Battle Fury, but yeah, not farming at that pace at all in comparison to that Terrorblade. When he has the Battle Fury, he can start to match the pace, but...
It's still just the fact that the Terrorblade just seems to do so much more than the Troll, considering the similar items. Even if the Troll does manage to catch up, this Terrorblade's, Paparazzi is always going to have the meta. He's going for this Manta into the Butterfly, as it seems, so he's going to have this incredible pushing power and damage output at a point of the game where the Troll is just going to struggle to actually get stuck into the fight.
Yeah, and he's going to have Vengora too on top, so it's just even more damage that's going to be coming out from this TB. As again, I feel like this is another game where I've seen Paparazzi do like 4,000, 5,000 building damage by the 15-minute mark, just like the game when he was playing the Morphling.
Textbook carry play.
Yeah.
Just hit towers.
See down bottom, Primal Split, popped by Yang. He's going to be there with the setup, throwing Ramses up into the air. He's going to be able to bring him down into the Blood Right. Silenced up, Rupture as well to make sure there's no way that Ramses can run out of this one. As Ramses caught out, pushing that bottom lane on his own, back towards mid. Serpent Wards will be dropped in an attempt to keep no one away. No one's actually getting right-clicked down here by Paparazzi. Hit the tower as well, bringing no one very low. He'll go straight for the TP out. Fade. Won't quite be able to get range.
Caught him, actually.
That was super close.
That Aethershock was nearly there to finish off the kill. No one gets out of there. There's that timing. So Battle Fury is done on Ramses. Now the catch-up game begins, but it's going to be hard with how far ahead Paparazzi is. The fact that Yang, he's got his Midas, so he'll continue to scale at a very comparable pace.
The scare is it's not like this game like the last one where it's an AM that can actually 1v5. Troll in this game, he can't 1v5.
Yeah, he needs actually his team to do something for him too.
It's 15-7, 6K advantage for Vici Gaming.
Now they've got the the Vlad's picked up on top of that Vengora with a Terrorblade, so even more damage going to be coming in for him. Did he actually get that stack off again with the Impale? I think he did. Or, no, he didn't that time, actually. But he's been trying to do that. I saw him do it in the other game, too.
Yeah. Need use of game mechanics.
There's only some camps that you can stack. I know the Z-axis on a lot of camps is very different, so... Very random kind of, mechanic.
Kind of. I mean, Dota is full of that kind of stuff.
And Paparazzi, 17 minutes in, he's got the Eagle Song money. What do you do to stop this Terrorblade? He is...
They actually break the smoke too.
And they're going to find them. They do release themselves from Vendettas. Roger goes in and will be able to burst down DY. Now the turnaround potential is there. They've ruptured no one. Ori, Yang, and Fade trying to move towards no one. Who's stuck in the pit. Does swashbuckle out of there. And will be able to walk himself away. For now, Ori, of course, is very speedy, though. They're very low on VP's lineup. Here comes the Bloodseeker. Zooming in, chasing down Pasha into the trees. Pasha will fall.
Oh my, and Solo's low. Solo's being chased by Terrorblade.
He may be able to get more out of this.
He's going after him. Look at poor Solo. Is he gonna get away?
Oh, no, he's not.
Oh my god.
He can't get out in time. Ori just too speedy.
Dude, Solo, those 2 Terrorblade illusions chased him forever. He actually almost died to them alone.
Oh boy, these cores of Vici Gaming, Ori, Paparazzi just entirely out of control.
And they read the movement so well. DY just walks down. He's like, cool, that's actually perfect. I die, I don't care. I still provide the aura for my team.
Paparazzi's got an Arcane Rune, he's got meta. Just go to Roche, pop the Metamorphosis, take this Roshan very easily. As Vici Gaming just getting objective after objective. The games where they get ahead at the start, Vici Gaming, they just make it look so easy. They play it so fluidly.
All of these carries with Vengora, they actually just melt Roshan.
Yeah.
It's cool to see how the meta developed, like during this tournament, to a point like people just prioritize like these carry boosting heroes. They just want to boost their #1 carry.
I mean, they even have like the Blood Rage too for this one, right? They have the Venge Aura, the Wave of Terror, they have the Blood Rage, and now even Vlad's too on the Brew. It's just so many different ways of amplifying Paparazzi, who was already hitting extremely hard. He's already sitting at 358 damage.
Oh, they get the smoke off, the dust off, sorry, the swap back as well. They'll catch out Solo.
That was only the illusions hitting, and the Disruptor was no more.
As Vici Gaming, 19 minutes in, taking 2 at the tier 2 tower so far. They've still got a tier 1 and a tier 2 ready to take down on the bottom lane, so a lot of potential gold still on the map. They're already at an 8k advantage. And still a match where Pasha and Roger, they're just so far out of the game. Pasha sitting miles behind on the farm on this Darkseer.
I mean, Pasha and Roger are out of the game. Pasha and Roger are almost out of this one, pretty much out of this game, but also no one. His hero is just countered so hard by this Bloodseeker that he almost feels like he can't really contribute too much either.
Yeah, I feel like you need to be a bit careful with picking Pango mid, because nowadays, like, when it first came out, like, mid one started spamming this hero, like, there was no, people didn't really know the counters yet, so, but now it's being played more, so people kind of adapt to it, and it's like, it's so much easier to find the correct counters now.
Yeah. So, they get the low ground onto the high ground vision. The setup there with the shackles. Serpent Ward's going to be dropped as well onto the kill for Roger. Back as well, Ramses, he's going to be found out by the Panda. They've got the stun to cancel the TP as Ramses trying his best to find farm somewhere, but he's not going to be able to do so safely as Vici Gaming shutting him down every time that he comes over to their jungle. As this game, it's looking absolutely brutal. Vici Gaming just being they were sort of handed it in that bottom lane. Paparazzi just got the dream start. There was nothing that slowed him down, and it really feels like in those first 10 minutes of gameplay, VP, they did more to help him than hinder him.
Yeah, they're gonna have to adapt somehow inside of this series. I mean, this one is looking extremely difficult for them now.
It's got a 20-minute butterfly.
Yeah, and like this safe lane tri lane from Vici, they're just able to do so much on these supports in the game that by the time it reaches like the 10-minute mark, they just have such a big advantage. The moves for VP are just completely limited.
I feel like VP is falling to a trap every single game. Like, you know they're gonna tri lane safe lane. Just don't feed there. Just put one hero or to really contest their tri lane. Just don't let them get away with this.
I mean, they tried to at least adapt a little bit, right, with Roger trying to pull the creep waves and all that, but they just got caught anyway by the supports. So, yeah, they have to find another adaptation to be able to deal with this Vici supports.
And I mean, for VP, what is their best bet playing from behind? Is there some sort of... I mean, I guess they do have the combo, right? The vacuum into the next stun, the static storm. That's still going to work out if they can get that initiation, get that catch.
I mean, their best shot in a way is like, because the TB opted for Butterfly, so he's still very susceptible for actually getting killed by the magic damage for VP.
See mid lane. Try moving on to Yang, but the blood ride's down. Or he's going to make sure that they can't chase forward. And Ramses, he just gets silenced, swapped up the high ground. Shackles are there. Ramses is just dead. No one tried to commit with the Rolling Thunder, but Ori's got the BKB ready to pop. Chases in. Beast down solo. Now it's starting to look towards Pasha. Pasha, he's going to die too. It's a double kill for Ori. He's not done yet. Moving towards Sir Roger. They've got detection. GG, well played. It's called. This game, it's absolutely over.
Yeah, I think that was their last desperation smoke play, and it's actually, as soon as Ori gets his BKB, so it's just like, oh my god.
It's like, all right, Ramses dies first. Like, you could see already him like lifting his hands from the keyboard, you know, he's ruptured, you know, I'm just dead, you know, let's just go to the next game. And like, this was it, you know.
I mean,
we fucked up this bottom lane too hard, and after that we didn't really have any chance in the game.
Yeah.
Was that a case of VP just forgetting like the Bloodseeker was there? Yesterday we saw